Okay, welcome everybody. Final review of the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar for 2024. I generally put them back in the box and stow them with all the other Advent Calendars I've done over the years. So, see if I can find a... okay, I'll just do it this way. Yeah. Okay, so we started off old reliable, the X-Wing. Got the posable wings. Thought this was a pretty good model. Could have used more detail, but you know, beggars can't be choosers at this scale. That's what I've been saying all month. It's sort of, I think, a good representation, no doubt about what it is, and I'm happy with it. I think that one was a good one. So that was, where's day one? There, right. Get you back in there. Next came up Leia, yeah. What, Leia? Why'd I come with that? Her ugly Hoth Christmas sweater. I thought, nice little detail with the walker and echo base. And of course the shield generator on the back with a tauntaun and a snow speeder. And of course I've been joking around saying her mug of cocoa. Had go with the growly face and the sort of a smirk face, I think. I just think Leia has more of a smirk most of the time. Well, I guess probably Han has more of a smirk, but she has a growly face too. But and where's two at? Two right there. And sort of go along with the X-Wing. We got a TIE Fighter on day 3. Like I say, just like most of these things, you know, good details for the scale. You can't complain too much, and you know, whoop, don't do that. I was gonna say turn it that way and you got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. Almost. But like I say, I'm once again sort of happy with this one. Knew exactly what it was and how it was supposed to look, and I thought it was acceptable. So where'd you go? 3. And we had the Super Battle Droid came out on day 4. I don't think we've had one of these in the Advent calendars before. Hollow back, but nice details on the front. Got his blaster arms there. But yeah, I thought this was cool just because I hadn't seen one before, so I was pleased with that one. Sort of, I prefer a more of a build than, you know, I'm more of a fan of the builds than I am the minifigs and this stuff, but I still, you know, you like what you like, and I sort of was acceptable. I thought that was acceptable. And then we went into what I think one of the better builds. Got the Imperial Walker. Excuse me. I know we've done the ATSTs a couple of times over the last few years, but I don't remember doing a regular Walker before. Fun little build, nice. You know, like I say, just like, you know, I keep saying the scale, you can't complain about it. It is what it is, and they did a good job of what they was working with, I thought. So 5, and probably one of my favorites, the Y-Wing, just because the Y-Wing is always one of my favorites growing up. I was always sort of disappointed they didn't use them more after, I think their most use was in A New Hope. They made an appearance or 2 in Jedi, I believe. I can't remember if they moved past the Y-Wings or not. I know they had the A-Wings, the B-Wings, and the X-Wings. I always thought, you know, this one was pretty cool, nice. I just always liked that design, and I say, it's, you know, as always, the scale, it's as good as they can do, I think. That was 6. Yeah. 7. Got this little dealio from the LEGO Star Wars video games. I didn't realize what it was until I looked it up, and that's it made sense. I thought I was pretty clueless when I was actually building it, but that made, yeah, I remembered seeing it after I'd done all that. So I thought, you know, good representation, cool little build, little Easter egg for the video game players. So that was 7. Where'd 7 go? Okay, there you are. And 8. Jabba's sail barge. They just released the either just released or about to release the UCS. They just released it of the sail barge, so I think it's sort of apt that they have it in here too, and like that's a good, fun little build. I like seeing things. Definitely haven't built this one before, so I'm like seeing that. I thought it was cool. So that was on 8. And 9, the old reliable Millennium Falcon. One got the jet engine, the thrusters going out in the back. I think, good little build, fun build. So 9, where'd 9 go? There you are. And 10, Ahsoka. I would not, if I hadn't watched the TV show earlier this year, I would not have known anything at all about her. I did enjoy the show, so I was glad to see that. They got her. Are those tattoos or is that a shirt? I don't even know, to be honest. The details on the legs and the back, and she had 2 faces. Yeah, she had the growly face and the not really a smiley or smirky face, just sort of a neutral face. I tend to go for the less aggressive faces on my minifigs when I do them. That was 11. No, I think it's 10. Where is finding her slot? Ah, there she is. Yep, 10. Now 11. The New Republic. Is it a cruiser? It's I just always called them the Proto Star Destroyers. I don't know enough about the lingo of the prequels to really say it, but I'm assuming that's what it is, the Republic cruiser. It wouldn't be the New Republic, because that's the one after Jedi. But that's, cool little build. Yeah, I recognized it, so I can deal with that. So once I took a real look at it, I realized the double arrowhead design. And that was 11. I just found 11. Yep, there you are. And on to 12, had the Imperial Shuttle, and I've lost his. There's another tab that goes on top here. I just dropped the thing. It probably fell off there. Let me go grab that, and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Get you in there. And we got our functioning wings as because you definitely need wings in the vacuum of space. But fun. Let's see. As always, fun little build. Had fun with it. So 12 and 13. It's evidently some form of Jedi shuttle. I think I saw it. I guess that's from the Acolyte show that they canceled. That I really enjoyed. I think I remember something like this on that. Good little build. I don't really recognize it. I had to look it up to see what it was. So that was that. That's 13 and then 14. We had a Cormac fighter. I thought it was at first I thought it was the fighters from the Pirates on Mandalorian this year, but I'm not sure. I think it's sort of, that reminds me of that shape, so maybe it is. When I looked it up, they didn't mention that. Wikipedia. But y'all have to tell me if this is a good build or not, because I have no idea. I don't know what the real one's supposed to look like, so. But it was, I think it's functional build at least. 14. I guess half the challenge of doing the advent calendar is finding the numbers. There they are. Alright, and 15 had just clone trooper. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know if the blue stripes mean anything special. I think he just had the one face as well. Yeah. But there you go. So let's see, 15. And 16 we had Ghost from the Rebels TV show. I didn't watch that one, but I've seen. I think this was in the first or second Advent calendar I built had a rendition of this as well. So I did remember that, but I didn't remember anything about the ship. But there you go. If you're a fan, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And 17 rather. And get an old Luke with his Tatooine ugly Christmas sweater. Twin sons over the moisture farm. Jawa's a sand crawler and the evaporator there. Of course, got his black artificial hand and green lightsaber. Yep. You know, like I say, nothing wrong with Luke. He was still my favorite. 17. 18. Had the U-Wing from Rogue One. But it was one of the things I kept thinking it's almost an A-Wing, but the proportions were wrong. Then I verified it when I looked it up. But I think, you know, once I thought about it, yeah, that's a good representation of the U-Wing. So, that was a good movie too. Sort of depressing and hard to watch. Spoilers. It's a heavy one, I think. It's a good way to put it. Not depressing, but it's not a light-hearted Star Wars romp like some of them are. All right, there's 19. We had what is allegedly Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. I think they got the proportions wrong on this one. That's just my opinion. It seems like it should be more. Actually, as I'm saying that out loud, let me double check. No, I thought maybe that's. I'm curious. Try something right here. Bring these out a little bit. Does that make it more? Not really. I thought I might try it. Just the proportions don't look right. I think this globe is too big to be the face of his starfighter. Because his was basically the middle of an X-wing, from what I remember. But that's it. Like I said, I was just unimpressed with this one, but you may like it. So if you do, more power to you. So 19 and 20 had the Praetorian Guard for Snoke with his little pink lightning lance, or whatever you want to call it. Plenty of details on the armor here. And back. I think it was just a blank for the head, yeah, just a red head. So, yeah, I sort of like this one. I was always a fan of the Stormtroopers and stuff. I just thought they looked cool growing up, so I dig that. So that was, where were you? 22, 21, maybe 20. I need to keep better count. Yep, it was 20. There you are. Yep. And then 21 at Vader's castle from Mustafar. Looks better from the front than the back. But I think fair representation. Yeah, I knew exactly what it was supposed to be, and I don't even know how I know what that's supposed to look like, but I just know that is what it is. And 22 had the Razor's Crest. Also, I think a really good representation for the scale. It's got the cockpit and I think it's the right proportions and everything, make it look good. Engines and all. I dig it. So I was very pleased with this one. 22. Where'd you go? Yeah, there you are. And 23 had Luke's land speeder with C-3PO in the passenger seat and Luke driving. Or I think that's supposed to represent. Got the engines. It seems like they did one a couple of years ago that had like the battle damage or whatever that was on this, where they just ignored that aspect this time. But it's another one of those. I knew exactly what it was, and I'm pleased with how that one turned out. And now, what to me anyway was pretty much a letdown. I had never heard of this or seen it, and when I looked it up, like I said, on Wikipedia, the picture that they show is not this. Not even close to this. It's sort of, I don't know who dropped the ball, or if it was just, or if it's not what I thought it was. But like I said, I didn't see the show. I think it's on Young Jedi Adventures or whatever. I haven't seen the show, but like I said, I looked at the picture and I said, that's not that thing. So I thought that was a real letdown, because historically they've always done like the super Christmassy one on the day 24th day, where they had the like, I think a few years ago they had BB-8 with the Santa hat, and same thing with Baby Yoda a couple years back. So I don't know why they dropped that aspect of things, but there we go. I'd say, honestly, I think Ahsoka's probably my favorite of these as far as the minifigs go. I don't have another one of her. I like all the details they put in, the arms and the back and everything. As far as the vehicles go, I probably still got to go with the Y-Wing. It's just, like I said, I've got a soft spot in my heart for the Y-Wing. So, I've lost it already. But, where'd you go, Y-Wing? I'll say that was probably my favorite, even though it's probably not the best representation of the vehicle, as far as, I think I think the Sand Speeder is probably the best representation. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I just, like I say, even when I was a little kid, I used to love the Y-Wing. I don't even think they made a Y-Wing toy when I was a kid, so I never had that. I think I had the TIE Fighter, and my brother had the X-Wing. But anyway, that's all for this year. I'll try and get back into my routine of going through the inventory of my vintage toys, starting back up on Wednesday. Just do a couple of minutes on each one, sort of show it, and so I know what I've got, and we'll move on through those. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.